Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid to late July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with the Oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Piscean collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for you. As we move on throughout the year, what do we got for Pisces, please? And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always think is interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what's in the cards for Pisces. Literally, my guides, talk to me. What do we got for my friends here? Okay, yeah, the deck is being a little specific. There it is. Thank you. Okay, we have the Magician. I always like when we start off with this Magician. Big card of creation. Similar to the Magician in the tarot deck, but there's a little bit of a difference with this card, which we'll go through, but you could be creating some big things here when that shows up front. Before we really dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this individual here. It looks like he's doing all sorts of cool magic tricks, got the rings, got the coins, doing all sorts of cool stuff. So obviously when we see a magician, we think of the literal magician from divination, right? Power of creation, the power of controlling one's own destiny. So when this shows up front, it tells me that a lot of the Pisceans, myself included, have a lot of manifesting power in this time. What you focus on, what you think about, what you drive yourself towards, you can create and bring it in if you put the action forth towards it. Now, aside from creation and control, a big thing with this card, the difference in this to the tarot, is there's a little bit of illusion here. So in this time, you're going to want to make sure that you're seeing things realistically. You're not lost in an illusion of some kind, whether good, bad, or indifferent. You want to make sure that no one's trying to pull one over on you or hoodwink you when this shows up, because there is a slight bit of illusion or sleight of hand, like, hey, look what I'm doing over here while this hand is doing something else. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're just going to put our magician friend right there. We're going to get into tarot now and see what we got for the Pisceans. Let's shuffle it up. I'll get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness going. And guides, what do we got for Pisces? And while we get this deck ready, I just want to let everyone know that our community is about to pass a very big milestone. We're about to hit 100K here. I'm super happy about it. So if you see a post in your feed, it's going to be a poll most likely in the coming days. I'm just asking how we could celebrate this, because I want to give back to the community as much as possible. But enough of that, back into the reading. Last week's reading was a little bit edgy for the Piscean collective. It was titled A Serious Situation. Okay, so we did have a little bit of good. There was some silver linings, but it did feel like for a lot of Pisceans, serious things and issues could be popping up, or at least perceived serious situations. So we're going to see what's going on this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get you 3. What do we got for Pisces? Thank you. Okay. We're starting with a harmonious type of card at the very least. We have the 2 of Pentacles. This is good. Things could be coming into a certain state of balance when this card shows up. One of my favorite cards could also be karmic undertones with it as well. We'll see what surrounds it. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. All right, yeah, lots of Pentacles here, Pisces. We have the 10 of Pentacles coming up right next to it. Very, very good. So we're getting a bit of a different flavor than we had last week, that's for sure. Let's get you 1 more. What do we got for Pisces, please? All right, there it is. Thank you. Okay, so interesting. So 2 cards just popped out, Pisces. We have the 7 of Pentacles on the back end, another karmic type of archetype and card. But we also have a bonus, which is the 5 of Swords, that we are going to want to talk a little bit about here, because that's kind of messing up the flow a little bit. But let's go through one by one. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first look, first glance, obviously I have to state and notice that we have tons of Pentacle energy, all Pentacle energy in the main part of the reading, which could be a big focus on the monetary, the outer world, work, family, the home. Like, some cards to me represent the inner world. When we see cups and swords, that's the inner. Outer is Wands and Pentacles. So there's a lot of outer focus here, Pisces. Maybe you need to focus on some outer things. But let's go through one by one, because like I also said, 2 of these cards could represent karmic archetypes to me. Position number 1, we have the 2 of Pentacles. All 2s in tarot could represent partnerships, teammates, duos, things like that. It could be decisions, choices, being at a crossroads. Generally, the 2 of Pentacles is a card of balance and harmony. So there could be something that's coming into a state of balance, whether it's within yourself, within your situations. You could be finding a nice middle ground when this card shows up. But always notice this has an infinity symbol. Whenever I see the infinity sign and universal things, it links into the karmic archetype to me. So karmic scales, like this could be seen as similar to karmic scales balancing, especially when we have that on the back end. So we'll want to explore this a little more, but overall, this is a very positive card. So we're looking good so far, right? Before we even get into the clarifiers, because a lot of this is harmonious, even though it's earthy, it's not fast moving, but earth energy works very well with water signs. Now, moving to the center, we have the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful card of completion. All these cards could technically speak about a big influx of money coming in. Hold on, let me fix that 2 of Pentacles before we go further. There it is. So the 10 of Pentacles here, big influx of money is possible. This could be a big focus on the family. This could be a big focus on, once again, what you do for work. It's a very solid, very stable type of energy. Maybe you're doing things around the house. Maybe you're moving house. Who knows? But when we see this 10 of Pentacles, I think of a level up of some sort, or getting something that you've worked very hard for. This is one of my prototypical cards of wish fulfillment and happy endings, getting all that you work towards, all that you want. So when we go from harmony to a happy ending of some sort, or a win, victory, you see, you get the drift I'm going for. We're looking good so far. Now, the only thing with earth energy is that it could be extremely slow moving, right? It's a slow build. It's a slow burn. So we're really going to want to dive deeper on all this stuff as we keep pressing forward. Now, as we get to the back end, as I try to fix these cards to the best of my ability, it's not as easy as it looks. We have the 7 of Pentacles here. I love this card. It can speak about a connection with nature. It's a card about patience, planting seeds and fostering them, watering them, fertilizing them, watching them grow. This could be a card of hard work and just waiting on something to come into fruition. I often see this card when something is about to pay off for people. However, this is one of the bigger karmic cards. You reap what you sow. What you put forth, you get back in return. So when we have double karmic cards, we're really going to want to take a better look, especially if we get more that come out. So this could be all very positive and good depending on the clarifiers. That's really what this reading is going to hinge on, I believe. Now, as a bonus, we have the 5 of Swords. We're not going to spend a lot of time here because this is another footnote. The positive of this, it could be someone that is very determined, someone who's self-sufficient, lone wolf style. You're not going to stop this person, but it is super determined to get that W, get that win. However, this card has a bit of a dark side. This card could be a person you're linked to that has narcissistic tendencies, something or someone that is very much conflict-based, someone who's out for themselves, like number one, and that's it. Like this is someone that only cares about themselves and nothing else. So we're going to see if that factors into the reading itself. For some of you, this could be the positive thing, like Spirit telling you, like, hey, watch out for yourself. Take care of yourself in this time. There's nothing wrong with that from time to time. But I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 2 of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 2 of Pentacles, what's it about? Let's keep this moving. Is that 2 of Pentacles? Thank you. Okay, it might have took a while. All right, there is something here that may have taken a while or a lot of work. And once again, I feel like we're getting a slow build. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright underneath this 2 of Pentacles. Maybe it took a while for something to settle down, or if you're in the midst of a rough situation or a problem, it might take a little bit of time. You should be patient with it. But the Knight of Pentacles, if you're not connected to an earth sign, this could speak about a good connection to an earth sign, is very slow, steady, meticulous. Once again, another Pentacle card. So we are seeing that slow, steady archetype here. I feel like for a lot of you, there could absolutely be something really good coming in. And whether it's something you've been dedicated to for a long time, someone or something you've been dedicated to for a very long time, it's been a slow build, but I feel like it's just inches away from collecting that victory here. This feels very, very good to me, my friends. And yes, this could be some good news coming in. I feel like we'll get more details because the Knight of Pentacles is also a messenger. You see him delivering that pentacle. So maybe some of you are going to have some good or exciting news popping in. We'll see. We're going to keep pressing forward through the reading. I don't want to tie it up too much, but I will absolutely let you know. But I'm getting that slow build, So if there's nothing you've been working towards for a while, Spirit might be asking you to like plant that tree now. Like the two best times to plant a tree were 10 years ago and right now. So Spirit could be asking you to start something, especially if you've been waiting. So let's get in on that 10 of Pentacles here. Where's that 10 of Pentacles here, please? Thank you. I mean, it's coming, my friends. Now it starts to pick up steam. Now it speeds up. Okay, what may have started slow, what may have started steady is just going to boom here. We have the Knight of Swords, the complete opposite energy of this Knight of Pentacles. Under this, like here it comes or here they come. Either someone or something you have been waiting for is coming in hot. It's coming in magnetically here, and there won't be much more waiting. Like I said, working towards it for a while. It seems like it's taking a while, then it's slow. Suddenly we're going to have this boom. Once again, like I was saying, if there is some good or exciting news coming in, it's coming in hot now. All right, because this was the slow build. This was everything behind the scenes getting fixed together. Now it comes in with this Knight of Swords, like boom, like a rocket. For a portion of you, this Knight of Swords could just represent an air sign that you're connected to. I always try my best not to get too tied up in the elements of people that we're connected to, because we all have a lot of different ones. But when we go from such slow to speed, it's like, yeah, it's coming. Here it comes, here they come, or the exciting news is coming in hot. For a lot of Pisces, this is good, especially if there has been something you've been working towards for quite a while, or something you've been trying to resolve or deal with. We're going to go in on that 7 of Pentacles. Super interesting, very good, very positive. So let's see what's going on here. Totally different than what we had last week, I'll say that for sure. So why is that 7 of Pentacles here? Then we'll do the recap before the shadow. Thank you. I mean, the 8 of Wands in the upright underneath the 7 of Pentacles, you're not going to have to wait much longer. You waited long enough. You've waited for a while. You've been patient. Here you go. Here is your payoff. Here is your reward for your patience. This feels absolutely beautiful and luscious once again, my friends, with this 8 of Wands. Once again, all these cards of communication and messengers along the bottom as well. You might get various pieces of exciting or really good news coming in. I'll say that, okay? Whether it is your monetary, which could be a huge focus here, whether it is personal relationships or what have you, or goals that you've been working towards. This feels positive from front to back, and I love it. I mean, we do have this 5 of Swords back here. We could be speaking about the Piscean's personal journey, that there are fruitful energies to be had. And I was seeing similar things in the Cancer reading as well. The 8 of Wands is just as fast as this Knight of Swords. The 8 of Wands is all about communicating. So when we see it under the 7 of Pentacles, that patience, the patience is about to be rewarded here, and it's coming in, and it could be multiple. Okay, I don't feel like this is just one thing. There might be multiple wins. There might be multiple pieces of exciting news. This is really lovely, Pisces. So I would claim all these energies for sure. Let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card, because I'm really liking the energetic outlook this week, even if you're going through a tough time. But let's go through. Position number 1, obviously you notice this reading is pentacle heavy, so there's a lot of earthly matters and money matters. But we have the 2 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Your patience may have been tested. You may have been working towards something for a while, or dealing with this situation for quite a while. And it took time. It's a very slow build, but I still feel positivity here, moving along, creeping along, until suddenly we get to the center and the back end, where it's just like, boom, here you go. Everything spilled out on your plate. We have the 10 of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Like, what you've been waiting for is coming in. Whether it's a person, whether it's money, whatever it might be, it's coming towards you magnetically. So here it comes, here they come. And I also was getting a huge vibe of exciting news, various different pieces along the bottom, because when we get to the back end, the 7 of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands in the upright, Yes, it does have karmic connotations here, but to me it feels like, all right, you've waited, you've worked, you did the right thing, here you go. The payoff type of energy right here on the back end. So this is beautiful from front to back. I would say, Pisces, this could be various wins for you. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you a shadow card now. Very lovely, totally different than last week. And it's a nice little shift because I feel like I've been seeing some challenging energies for the Pisceans. What do we got for Pisces? And yeah, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's nice and introspective, whether it's something we don't quite see or whether it's something that's part of your shadow self. I think it's nice to look within before we shut it down. So let's get you one shadow card here. That was a very nice reading, my friends. Yeah, the 1111 card showing up in the shadows, which is good. And I always like that even when we pull a shadow card, if there's a good reading and a good shadow card, that bodes well for me. It tells me that we don't have to dive too deep into the shadows, but we got the Four of Wands here. Very similar archetypes to the Ten of Pentacles, I'll say that. Now, when we see the Four of Wands, to me, this is a big card that connects, once again, to spirit, number signs, synchronicity. So spirit could be asking you to watch the signs, watch the synchronicities, keep your eyes open for them. That's big with this card. But this is a card of celebrating. Now, I did see a lot of positivity in this week's reading, but the shadow side of this is twofold when I see it. One, this card can be very stubborn sometimes and not changeable, not adaptive. I know Pisces is very mutable, right? Pisces can go with the flow and change, but spirit might be asking you to really like change your approach towards something when this card shows up in the shadows, and don't be stubborn. That's a big vibe when this card shows up in the shadows. Another thing, don't count a victory until it's in your hands as well. I know we have a lot of good energy to claim and a lot of positive things coming in, but don't count the chickens before they hatch. Wait till that victory and win is delivered before you celebrate it. So yeah, Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends and collective. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.